Hi, I'm Jim Webster with the Grand County School Board, and I'd like to welcome everybody to the second update for the 2011-2012 school year. I want to talk just for a couple of minutes about school taxes. And we had recently a truth and taxation hearing, and sort of the word on the street was that the Grand County School District was increasing taxes. And while technically there was an increase in some of the tax rates, very intentionally the school board did not raise the overall tax rate at all. So when you compared the tax rate that people paid last year for property taxes compared to what they'll pay this year, the tax rate is exactly the same, and not an increase and not a decrease. So, you know, a tax increase, I think to most people means I paid more than I did last year. And I'll show you a graphic in a minute that shows the tax rates and what they are, but what I wanted people to know is that the school board waited until the tax rate was calculated for the bond this year, which fluctuates depending on property values in the county. We waited until the state set their basic tax rate for schools. That's the same tax rate for all schools across the state of Utah. And after those were established, then we looked at the tax rates that the school board has control over and adjusted those so that overall the impact was no tax increase. Now, some people in Grand County may have had their properties reassessed upwards, and if that was the case, then your taxes you will pay more, but not because of the freezing of the tax rate. It's because your value, the property of your value, is higher than it was last year. And I do know that some people had that happen, and I also know that some people had their properties, mostly vacant land, assessed downwards, and so those tax rates would go down for all different counties, or for all different property areas. And so what I want to show you now is the tax rate comparison for the Grand County School District. And we have a 2010 column and a 2011 column, and I will ensure that we'll have this posted on our website too. But you can look at the categories. These are the categories that the school board has control over, and some of these vary from last year to this year. The basic state levy, this second to last from the bottom, is the one that the state sets. And the general obligation debt, which is our bond, is something that is set based on property values in the county. And when you compare the bottom line here, the school tax rate overall, they add up to the exact same. So the school board is really very aware of the financial situation in this country and in this county right now. We tried hard and successfully not to raise tax rates, and this is all in light or in view of the tremendous cuts that the legislature has had to impose on schools in the last 3 years. We've lost $1.2 million, Grand County School District, a huge chunk, 20% of our budget over the last 3 years from state cuts. And in fact, this school year that we're in right now, we had to cut yet another, or the state cut another 104,000, and we cut 8 more positions. We've had 40 local people lose their jobs within the school district in the last 3 years because of these cuts. So we're doing our best. We'll have another update soon about the great news on our standardized test scores, AYP, and I just want everybody to know that everybody in the school district is trying as hard as they can to provide a quality education for all of our kids. Thank you, and we'll look forward to talking to you for the next update soon.